Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. So this is for topic aggression and violence. So this is a part of the deviance action in sports. Okay, deviance action in sports. Okay, so the flow chart of violence behavior. Okay, this behavior cannot occur. It can occur immediately. Okay, but it cannot targeted. Okay, targeted. Okay, because of what? Sometimes of the deviance deviant action, especially aggression and violence, starting from the intimidation. Okay, starting from the intimidate. Okay, you intimidate. So you intimidate people, people become unsatisfaction with you, unsatisfied with you, and then some of them become aggressive. Kepala atuk engkau. So that is one the intimidation. So when you say something to them, so you intimidate them, okay? So suddenly their behavior become change. So they become assertive. Okay, they become assertive. So their behavior change. So assertive, okay, we can see a part of the aggression. So aggression can be instrumental, it can become hostile. Okay, so instrumental. Okay, instrumental is a part of the activity. Okay, that occur. Okay, for non-aggressive goal. Okay, because this is a part of an activity. But when intimidate, okay, assertive to become aggression is more on the hostile. Okay, hostile. The primary goal is to inflict injury or psychological harm to another person. Okay, so you do something to injure another person. So that's why hostile, okay, we say as the violence action. Okay, violent action. So from intimidate, okay, your behavior changes, become aggressive, okay, whereby this aggressive is more hostile, what we call as the violence. But when, okay, activity, okay, it become a part of an activity in sports itself, it's become instrumental. Okay, there is a flowchart of the violence behavior. Okay, violence behavior, not instrumental activity. Okay. Okay, this is more a definition of intimidate, assertive, okay, hostile, aggression, okay, and then another one is violence. So intimidate, okay, is the feeling you get when you are in fear or of any injury or harm that may occur through any action taken by or against someone or something. The use of words, gesture, and action that threaten the fear of injury or harm through acts of violence, of aggression. Okay, threats of physical violence, yelling or screaming. Okay, just like, okay, you show okay, what we call the your face, okay, your fear face, okay, it become a part of the intimidation. Okay, the words that you throw out, okay, is part of the intimidation. Assertive behavior that occur within the rules of sports and have to intend to harm another living being. No attempt to harm and strictly within rules of the games. Robust but functional play. So that is what we call assertive. Okay, you can see, okay, though tackle in football without going over the top. So this is a part of what we call instrumental aggression. So see, instrumental aggression. Okay, a behavior directed at the target as a means to an end. Okay, for example, injuring a player to gain, okay, a competitive advantage or late tackling to stop an opponent from scoring, motivated by some another goal. So, tough tackle in football without going over the top. Hostile. Okay, hostile, a behavior aimed toward another person who have angered or provoked the individual and is an end in itself. Okay, physical or verbal actions grounded in an intent to dominate, control, or to harm to another person. Okay, example-nya, hitting an opponent who has just been aggressive against the player. So that is, okay, about the hostile and hostile and instrumental. So violence. So violence, okay, behavior that cause harm or go outside the rules of the sports and is unrelated to the competitive objective or the sport, motivated by some goal or uh, some another goal. So can see, okay, rugby is a part of the instrumental, but when you want to injure another person, there is what we call violence. Example would be punching, okay, someone in the head during a soccer game. Criminal violence is an extreme act that causes, okay, severe physical harm or even death and almost always result in criminal charges. An example would be fight during a baseball game that results in a player going into a coma. So that is, okay, what we call the violence. Okay, the type of, okay, the types on the field. Okay, this is happen, okay, on field. There is brutal contact, borderline violence, quasi-criminal violence, and criminal violence. Okay, this is happen. Okay, this is happen when you involve in, okay, in this activity, especially team activity and touching activity. Okay, if tennis, none of it. Okay, tennis is more on deviance. Okay, badminton more on deviance. Chess more on the deviance. Okay, so that is for today. So we continue in another topics. Okay, another days. Okay, so thank you for today.